Hello and welcome to another Blitzit Web training video. In this video, we are looking at the optimization tool, how to optimize journeys that have been created. If you want to follow along, you can go to the website www.blitzitweb.com.au, and we're going to be using the training module. So you don't need to register or sign in or anything. You can just go straight to the website, and it creates some demo data, which will be reset every time the page is refreshed. So if you go to the graduation hat at the top right of the screen and go to training, hover over optimize, we can see we can optimize our templates, which are basically route templates, which are created every week for each journey or every so often. And you can optimize journeys. We're going to be optimizing live journeys. And we are located at the warehouse. You can see we have a map here. We have our two journeys that have been created and have a list of deliveries that need to happen. We can see that these deliveries, now these are dummy addresses, but they do have geo coordinates. So you can see that they exist here and they're part of Western Route. We can also see that Inner City Route doesn't have any deliveries yet in the list to do. If we can see things like when this journey is meant to happen, whether it's ready or not, whether it's been ticked off as optimized and it's ready to go or not. We can see the weight compared to how the capacity. So it's 161 kilos of 350 kilo capacity, 13 of 25 packages, and 3 destinations of a max of 15 destinations. There are some other options here. We can auto sort, which basically looks at the history and how this route has happened in the past. You can also view it in Google Maps. That can be very helpful because it can show the actual route along roads and things. Now this button won't work because these are not real addresses, so Google won't know the addresses. But hopefully, when you're using it live, it will use you'll have real addresses. So what we can also show coverage, which means if we untick these eyes here, it means it shows the area that this Western Route typically covers. In this case, area around Melbourne and an area in the west of Victoria. If we select Inner City Route, we see there's another area of coverage here for the Inner City Route. And we can also open the window of coverage and just see what days these areas of coverage apply and so forth, but let's close that for now. You can also show any deliveries that haven't been assigned to a journey yet. In this case, we have one delivery here that hasn't been assigned. If we click it, it actually shows us where Deep Creek Wholesalers is located, which is here in Warrnambool. And what we can do is simply drag and drop. So now we've assigned that delivery to the Inner City Route, and we save, and you can see that it's actually added that to the total weight and packages and destinations for this journey here. Now we can also move, say we want to move Cobden Crayons from Western Route and maybe Timboon Treacle Treats. We want to move them to the Inner City Route. We just simply drag and drop, and we can also change the order in which these destinations are completed. So let's hide deliveries, let's hide the coverage, and we can see that we have Western Route now has one destination here, Deep Creek Wholesalers, and Inner City Route has 3 destinations here, Timboon Treacle Treat, then Deep Creek Wholesalers, then Cobden Crayons. Now once the optimization has been completed, you can actually tick the journey as ready, which means that the drivers, when the drivers rock up, they go to look for their journey, they can now find the Inner City Route to complete. You can also create new journeys quite easily, just by entering in a special name, new journey, and where this journey is departing from, when it's due to happen, where it's ending, which is usually the same place it starts, how many destinations, the weight, and so forth, how many packages, the maximum amount of packages that can be on this journey, and so forth. Or you can just copy a template, which let's copy the western route and say it's due to happen on the 29th. And if we've done that, well, in that case, it will just create a new route here, you can see, and it's due on the 29th of June. And there are no deliveries to happen yet, but I'm sure there will be. So that's the basics of how to use the live journey optimization tool. I hope it was helpful.